Lesson 44, Museums.
Acquire. Acquire.
The museum acquired a Van Gogh during heavy bidding.
Admire. Admire.
I admire all the effort the museum put into organizing this wonderful exhibit.
Collection. Collection.
The museum's collection contained many works donated by famous collectors.
Criticism. Criticism.
The revered artist's criticism of the piece was particularly insightful.
Express. Express.
The photograph expresses a range of emotions.
Fashion. Fashion.
The museum's classical architecture has never gone out of fashion.
Leisure. Leisure.
We can go to the permanent collection at our leisure.
Respond. Respond.
The visitors who viewed those poignant photographs responded emotionally.
Schedule. Schedule.
We didn't schedule enough time to see all the exhibits that we were interested in.
Significant. Significant.
The use of lambs to symbolize innocence is significant in Western art.
Specialize. Specialize.
The art historian specialized in Navajo rugs.
Spectrum. Spectrum.
The painting crosses the spectrum from symbolic to realistic representation. Word families, admire. People from all around the world visit the museum to admire the great works of art on display. Admiration. I have great admiration for anyone who can create art. Admired. Monet is one of the most admired artists of the Impressionist movement. Collect. The enthusiast began to collect Shaker furniture in the 1960s. Collection. My parents' collection of crystal had outgrown their dining room cupboard. Collector. The avid collector spent weekends at estate sales looking for rare art objects. Criticize. The sculptor was criticized for his lack of perspective. Critic. The art critic gave the show a poor review, which saddened the exhibition team. Criticism. The writer's elegant essays on the use of light in Flemish painting were landmarks in art criticism. Respond. When Mr. Hahn did not respond to the invitation to the opening, we assumed he was not able to attend. Response. The response to the request for assistance was overwhelming. Responsive. The director was not responsive to any of the staff's suggestions, which made them both annoyed and anxious. Schedule. The museum has scheduled a lecture series to accompany the special exhibit. Schedule. Several local artists are featured on the gallery's winter schedule. Scheduled. There are several scheduled events at the museum this weekend. Specialize. The art student decided to specialize in French and English paintings of the 1860s. Specialist. The curator is a specialist in native Caribbean art. Specialized. The museum hired specialized personnel to adjust the humidity and light for the display of ancient books. Word practice, Part 1, Words in context. Read the following passage and write the words in the blanks below. Acquire, admire, collected, criticism, expressing, fashion, leisure, significant, responded, specialize, schedule, spectrum. Museums are places to view the great works of art. All large cities, and even many small cities, have good art museums in which you will find a wide of paintings, sculptures, drawings, and prints. Museums attempt to collect and display a broad range of examples of how, throughout time, men and women have, to what they have seen, thought, and felt by themselves through materials like stone, clay, and paint, or ink and paper. The artist imposes an order on these materials, that is, some styles of art or particular objects are in, for only a while, and others earn positive, over time and are seen as enduring classics. Museums collect the best of these works for the public to see. When you go to a museum, be sure to plenty of time to see the art without feeling rushed. If you are lucky enough to live near a museum, you can come back again at your. Some museums show a broad collection of art from different times and cultures, often, and donated by their generous patrons. Other museums, in displaying art from a certain period, say from the ancient world, or by a certain group or nationality of people, like by Native Americans. The operations of many museums are paid for by the government, and these museums are often free to the public. Other museums must charge each person upon entry. These fees help the museum operate and more works. Part 2, Incomplete Sentences. Choose the word that best completes the sentence. 1. The museum was lucky to be given a collection of works by such an artist. A. Admiration. B. Admire. C. Admired. D. Admires. 2. Once Mimi began pottery, her husband gave her pieces as gifts. A. Collection. B. Collectible. C. Collecting. D. Collector. 3. The curators of the museum's fundraising plan seemed short-sighted. A. Criticism. B. Critic. C. Critical. D. Criticize. 4. We have been asked to the proposal by the end of the month. A. Responsive. B. Response. C. Respond. D. Responding. 5. The museum offers A. of guided tours. A. Schedules. B. Scheduled. C. Scheduling. D. Schedule. 6. After becoming A. in Egyptian tomb painting, the art historian lost her interest in other kinds of art. A. Specialize. B. Specialist. C. Specially. D. Special. Part 3, Text Completion. Choose the word or phrase that best completes the sentence. Thank you for visiting the Museum of History. This brochure has been developed to provide you with information to make your visit more enjoyable. Viewing the exhibits. Our main exhibits are located on the first and second floors of the museum. They cover all aspects of local history up to the present and are organized in chronological order. You are invited to join one of our regular guided tours at no extra charge, or you can visit the exhibits on your own and view them at your group tours. School groups and other groups that wish to visit the museum may special group tours. Please contact the museum tour office for more information. Museum Bookstore. The museum bookstore is located on the first floor next to the cafeteria. This store specializes in books about local history. Gift items are also for sale. To the requests of many of our visitors, the bookstore hours have been extended. It is now open daily from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. 1. Legion. B. Legion. C. Ledger. D. Leisure. 2. A. Schedule. B. Scheduling. C. To schedule. D. Have schedule. 3. A. Responsible. B. Responsive. C. Response. D. Respond. Part 4, Reading Comprehension, Questions 1 to 5 refer to the following brochure. Most visitors to our city spend time visiting some of the many museums that we are famous for. The City Art Museum, Museum of History, National University Museum of Scientific Research, and the Hall of Presidents are among the most popular destinations for museumgoers. The National Transportation Museum, currently undergoing renovations, is scheduled to reopen next year with a larger number of exhibits and extended hours. Visitors to the City Art Museum can admire the collection of paintings by local artists as well as famous artworks from around the world. The museum's collection covers a wide spectrum of artists and styles, and critics have called it one of the most significant in the world. Art classes poured at the museum provide both the serious and the casual student of art with opportunities to explore the world of artistic expression. The Museum of History features rotating exhibits focusing on various aspects of our nation's history, and a permanent collection of portraits of our nation's presidents. This summer's special exhibit focuses on the history of fashion. The National University Museum of Scientific Research specializes in exhibits on research undertaken at the university. It also features a special hands-on exhibit for children. All museums have the same entrance price, $10 for adults and $5 for children. A special $35 weekly pass, available at any museum, allows the holder entrance to all city museums for a week. This pass is especially recommended to visitors from out of town as it provides the opportunity to visit all the museums at leisure. 1. Who is this brochure for? A. Museum employees. B. Historians. C. Students. D. Tourists. 2. Where can portraits of presidents be seen? A. City Art Museum. B. Museum of History. C. National University Museum. D. Hall of Presidents. 3. What is the price of a one-day museum ticket for an adult? A. $3.50. B. $5. C. $10. D. $35. 4. The word admire in the second paragraph, line 1 is closest in meaning to A. Look at, B. Look to, C. Look up, D. Look for, 5. The word significant in the second paragraph, line 5 is closest in meaning to A. Large, B. Varied, C. Interesting, D. Important.